So the agent that has been showing you houses asks you to sign a buyer brokerage agreement. Is this a high pressure sales tactic trying to pin you down? Commitment? Maybe you're having that same feeling you get when you walk on a car lot and salesmen start appearing. I'm going to explain to you why you are looking at this agreement all wrong. And we're starting right now. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jennifer Brickhouse, a realtor with Rose & Womble Realty in Hampton Roads, Virginia. If you've never been here before, please consider subscribing. I post new videos every Wednesday and you don't want to miss one. Okay, so the agent that's been showing you houses asks you to sign a buyer broker agreement. You're wondering if it's a high pressure sales tactic, just trying to pin you down. Maybe it has you feeling a little bit uneasy. I'm going to explain to you why you're looking at this agreement all wrong. If you're working with an agent you have a connection with, feel that they have a good handle on what you're looking for, are responsive to you, you should want to get them in that brokerage agreement and committed to representing you. Most buyers who don't have a past relationship with the agent that's showing them houses are skeptical when an agent asks them to sign a brokerage agreement. And a lot of that comes from the misunderstanding of what the agreement is and what it does. The Exclusive Buyer Brokerage Agreement, or for short, a brokerage agreement, does many things, and we'll get into several in a second. But the overriding purpose is once it's signed, that agent has a fiduciary responsibility to represent your interest in your home purchase. Realtors are governed by the National Association of Realtors and follow very defined rules in their code of ethics and standards of practice. Many people don't know that and may not understand what that means, but most understand the attorney-client relationship. So I like to relate it in this way. You can go to an attorney with questions and they'll give you broad generic answers in an initial consult. But until you've signed a representation contract, they're guarded in the advice that they give because they don't represent you. And for realtors, showing you a couple of homes is the equivalent of that attorney's initial consult. It's an interview of sorts for whether you want to work with them and vice versa. Oh yeah, and a good agent, much like a good attorney, will decide if they want to work with a customer. And the offering of that brokerage agreement tells you that they feel comfortable and want to represent you. So what's in the brokerage agreement? It spells out the term length of the agreement, the different types of representation that your agent's brokerage provides, commissions for your agent, which, as we've talked about before, in most instances is paid by the seller of the home that you eventually buy as part of their closing costs. The agreement itself is a very straightforward contract, and if you aren't satisfied with the representation that you're receiving, you can terminate it with written notification. Most people get a gut feeling about someone early on. Doesn't mean it's always right, but it doesn't have to be. It's your gut feeling and it's your money being spent on a home. So if you're not getting a good feeling, the person showing you homes is engaged and listening to your needs, competent in what they're telling you, and someone that you can build trust in helping you with your biggest purchase, then they're probably not the right person to head your home search team. And you might think about cutting them loose. But if they are all of those things, they're probably busy, and they're busy because they're good. And that's who you want working for you. It's who you want in a brokerage agreement with. Hire them and put them to work. Now, if you've stayed with me until here, I'm going to be real with you. As with any contract, there are protections for both parties, and the brokerage agreement is no different. It's largely about what I will do for you and my responsibility to serve your needs, but it also serves as a commitment from you. We are a commission-based service provider, which means I get paid when a client closes on a home. I don't make a dime for driving customers around for 3 weekends showing them 20 homes, only to have them walk into an open house and write a contract with an agent they've never met, which, oh by the way, represents the home seller. So I try not to put myself in that position. After meeting a potential client a time or two and working to get a feel for what they want, if I think there's someone that I'd like to work with, I explain the brokerage agreement much like I did here today, and then offer to represent them via the Exclusive Buyer Brokerage Agreement contract. If they don't want to sign, I understand. I wish them luck and let them go. No hard feelings. Maybe they didn't want to commit. Maybe they just didn't want to commit with me, and that's okay. Well, there you have it. The buyer brokerage agreement shouldn't feel like a negative because it's not. If you found the right agent, it's your opportunity to secure the expertise of a great realtor. If you like this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment down below, share with a friend, and consider subscribing to my channel. I post weekly about all things real estate in Hampton Roads. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.